What's up, YouTube? I am back. I just ate at Bush's Chicken, had some baked chicken and some green beans. So I am slowly getting into meat. I had to get into it slowly because when you're not eating it a whole lot, it is a shock to your system. It's a jolt to your system. What's up, Vita Lair? What's up, Darcina? What's up, Sandra? Oh, these people when they driving, Jesus. Just get me through, Lord. Just get me through. So yeah, I just went to Bush's Chicken. So I had a little some baked pieces of chicken. I only ate one piece. It was a big thigh. So I just chopped up the breast. Now take it home. I did eat my green beans. You said it's a mess. Vita, I haven't looked at my email yet, sis. I'm gonna look at my email. I promise. I haven't looked at it yet. Let me tell you, it's sad, but they just need to talk that out behind the scenes. There's something that MU needs that Tracy's not giving her, and hopefully they'll work it out. But I heard a little bit of Tracy, and Tracy's like, "Okay, I apologized. I really meant what I said about Lady Snoop because maybe misunderstood that it's a situation where she didn't want to do it and she recognized that it wasn't the right thing to do and she apologized. But it done got worse. How did it get worse, Jasmine? Lord, how did it get worse? How did it get worse? Oh Lord, I can't. Somebody. Well, let me see what y'all saying. I think MU's man doesn't want her around Tracy. Oh, that's what y'all think it is. What's up, man? Mug, me mug. So y'all think that she don't y'all think that Don Cato don't want her around Tracy. Miss Cruiser said, Father God. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting ready to what in the world? Now you wanna go? Oh, you done held them people back. So let me see what y'all saying. I don't think that's at all. MU went back live, pouting and whining, constantly stalling Tracy. I just I'm just catching up. Child, she has more excuses than a poo hog. Hmm. Well, it's obviously something wrong. And Tracy said she apologized, and Tracy said what she gonna have to do, give her arm, give some blood. Tracy's like, I don't apologize, then what else do I need to do? I don't know what's going on, but I think it's deeper than an apology. And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, MU sounded very pissed off about that situation with the community page. Somebody said, let me see. Ooh, y'all, I got to read. When you check your email, please text Tracy my number. Okay. Time for Tracy to go home. MU craziest cat pee. I guess MU's son's been sleeping. This is all for clicks and views. I don't know what it's about, but let me say this: if they're really friends, or if they really want to squash this, what will happen is they'll deal with this behind the scenes and come back as a united front and then move on from it and don't talk about it because they've handled it. But as long as they are going back and forth, it's going to escalate. And you know these YouTube streets like stuff to escalate. Ooh, child, I'm trying to see what y'all saying. Let me keep it right here. What's up, Uncle Claude? Vita, you said you'll pick her up. You'll pick her up, Vita. Why she gotta go home? Remember you don't own Cali? That's right. I mean, Vita, you said you'll pick her up. I'll reach out to Tracy and see if she would like that. I don't know. A lot of you all think that it's Don Cato, but I don't know. Let me say this. The Lady Snoop thing should be a done deal because MU said that she was not gonna do it because of all of this stuff, and Tracy was like, "Yeah, I'm too old to be doing this as well." And Tracy apologized, and the Lady Snoop thing should be done. That should be a done deal. They didn't go. Tracy apologized. Done deal. Done deal. I think MU is still a little bit in her feelings because of what was written on that community post. And it made it seem like she was a bad host. Tracy agreed to some stuff, but Tracy didn't know she was going to the Biggest Loser boot camp. Okay, Palm Springs. Tracy didn't know she was going over there to a weight loss. Tracy didn't know she was going to a weight loss resort. And that's all I'm saying. And also, too, I don't know why MU is letting people like Sir King and ZX come on knowing good and well that they don't like Tracy. Thanks for joining Pastor Wilson and the church tonight. Come on now. Come on with that cash app. Come on. But let me say this, y'all. But MU, you can't let people... See, this is where it gets dicey. You know these people don't like Tracy. So you let these people come on and dog the mess out of Tracy, which ain't good. So I'm just saying that ain't never good. Is this going? No, that ain't gonna help. That ain't never good. So Tracy didn't know that she was gonna be doing the Biggest Loser weight camp over there in California. Tracy up there got on a nasty piece of jelly. Okay, nasty piece of sandal. Tracy said, all I want to do is go to the store and get some tennis shoes so I won't be messing up my pedicure and get my nails all wrenched up, all up here climbing up the mountain, on the rough side of the mountain. Tracy said, that's all I wanted to do. MU was like, I got to be doing something. MU said, I can't be standing still. Okay, I can't be standing still. So I just think that, you know, to be honest, they could have had time to meet, and Tracy could have planned to meet other people because MU got a man and seemed like that man got things going on, and it just seems like a whole mess, you know, just a whole mess that really don't need to happen. It seemed like this mess could have been avoided. She had on nasty piece of jelly. Okay, she had her Grecian sandals on, messing up her toes. Okay, she said, I ain't trying to mess up my toes all up in the mountain. She said, all I need is some tennis shoes. Oh, I'm just trying to see Tracy trying to climb up and do hiking in jellies and sandals. No, ma'am. Okay. Tracy didn't even have the right equipment. Coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Okay, Tracy was trying to go to the beach. Tracy said, I'm trying to go to the beach. And let me tell you something, it's really not that serious. And I don't believe these women getting ready to fall out over something so ridiculous. All they got to do is talk it out. All they got to do is say, girl, you know what? I should have bought some better tennis shoes. And she could say, girl, we should have went to the beach first, girl. Okay, girl. You know, all they got to do is talk it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, girl, I know you still mad because I put that thing on the community board and it made you feel some kind of way. I'm sorry, girl. But what you can't do is let these people who hate Tracy come on up and bash Tracy, and then you talking about some, oh no, don't talk about her like that, because girl, you letting them up. Who you need to be talking to is Tracy. Come on, Tiff. They trying to talk it out, but see, somebody gotta win. Somebody gotta see. They gotta both get out the ego. I think it's a miscommunication. You gotta realize that MU said, "Girl, I don't want to go and do the Lady Snoop thing. I know I agreed to it, but I changed my mind." Now I can understand how that can make somebody mad, but you got to understand MU's point from that, and I get that. I get that. It seemed like they was doing good until that point. Now the Don Cato thing. Now Tracy, girl, listen to me and listen to me good, Tracy. If MU gonna fall asleep at the wheel and y'all on the 2-lane road, girl, I don't want her driving either. If Don Cato can stay awake, because I don't want MU to fall asleep, and next thing you know, you got a knot on your head because the car done tumbled. No, ma'am. When she said that, you know, she don't do good driving, girl, trust her. Believe sis. I think sis really wants to drive, but sis can't be doing that night driving. I think MU is scared driving at night. And you know why I think so? Because she always trying to get down the mountain before it turn night. Y'all remember that? See, she always trying to get down the mountain before it turned night. And MU was like, girl, I don't want to have no relapse. I don't want to get no narcolepsy spirit all on me, all like this and there. Girl, no, Tracy. See, she trying to tell you something, and you get mad at her time. I don't want Don Cato there, but Don Cato really had to drive that car, because I'm afraid that girl might go to sleep. And next thing you know, girl, you pulling glass out your gums. Ma'am, you pulling glass out your gums. Girl, you're pulling glass out your gums, daughter. Girl, I think she's trying to tell you something. And y'all really need to listen to each other. I'm hearing what MU is saying. She said, in the daytime, girl, it's all in the daytime. She said, I don't want to do no nighttime driving because I be seeing things, and then I be getting a narcolepsy spirit. And next thing you know, we down the mountain, okay? In the worst way, okay? Without a road. Yeah. See, y'all need to be thinking of it like that. Ain't no light in the mountain. Girl, next thing you know, a tree be all between you and her. Uh-uh. Okay, and y'all know, and MU was really passionate about that. She said, because I don't like to drive at night. And she said, because it's a 2-lane road and I don't want to fall asleep. And girl, when she said fall asleep, oh, okay. Okay, so Tracy, you hear what she said? She said fall asleep, Tracy. I'm trying to help y'all. She said fall asleep. That was enough for me right there. That was enough for me right there. When she said fall asleep. Mm-hmm. Now, y'all, speaking of cruise, Juicycation is going to happen. Y'all, it is the 11th. So y'all got 4 days to think about what you need to do. All you need is $25 if you have somebody going with you, $50 if you're going by yourself. Now remember, this is per double occupancy. So if you're going by yourself, it's $50. So always think about that. But y'all come on the cruise. We're going to have a good time. all I'm gonna say is, look, it's a click in the view. Because if they really want to resolve this, they'll get together and they'll resolve it. But I do feel the frustration in Teresa's voice. Tracy said, "What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" She said, "You want an arm?" She said, "You want some blood?" What do you? I just said I'm sorry. She said, "How many times am I gonna have to say that? What am I gonna do? Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" So Tracy's getting frustrated because her voice is all up there in them decibels, them decibels up there. No, what am I gonna do? So her voice is already up in them decibels. I would have told her. So Teresa's getting frustrated. Okay, Teresa getting frustrated. MU girl, look, girl, let me say this. Just go ahead, cool down, pick Teresa up. Y'all go to In-N-Out Burger, go to Carl's Jr. or something, get a shake, talk it over, do what y'all gotta do, come back on together, chalk it up, laugh, and do. But MU, you really gotta be good though. If you're gonna be forgiving, you gotta be forgiving, girl. Cause you can't say we forgiven and all of that stuff and be taking pictures like that. Cause that picture say, girl, I done forgave, but I ain't forgot. That's what that face is giving me. Cause that picture don't look like forgiveness. That picture look like strain. That picture look like frustration. And now both of y'all sound, but Teresa said, "What do you want me to do?" Okay, Teresa, what do you want me to do? Teresa ain't playing. She want to know what she got to do. Well, Teresa, seems like a lot of people want to hang out with you, girl. So I'm gonna look at Vita Laird's what's the Vita Laird's thing? I'm gonna look at Vita Laird's email. Seems like a lot of people. Now, child, you want to hang out with Bless Watkins because Bless Watkins be talking about you next week. Girl, I don't trust Bless Watkins, girl. You be eating with Bless Watkins and Bless Watkins be talking about you. Mm-mm. Lord, she got me wanting to, but oh Lord. I thought they had resolved it. They was all at the beach at Bubba Gump's. What was it? Bubba Gump's or what was the seafood restaurant? What was seafood restaurant? They was at some Bubba Gump's Papa Joe's or something, Papa John's seafood, whatever. And I thought they had gotten the thing resolved. And they still, Lord Jesus. And again, I'm telling y'all need to get off of YouTube because as long as y'all go on, people gonna talk about it, and we ain't gonna shut up because y'all ain't shut up. And again, the good way to get people to shut up about it is to go resolve it, come on YouTube, be good with each other, and let it fly and be done with it. But you really got to be done with it. Now, if y'all keep on coming back and forth, that means y'all like this and y'all just want to go ahead and get some clicks and views. I think Teresa really want to have a good time. I think MU is pissed off though because MU is in her feelings. MU feel like I am a good host, and I don't appreciate you saying that because now it don't make me look like a good host. And I think Teresa was like, "You are a good host, girl, but we had all the differences. We done ironed it out." But yeah, Joe's Crab Shack, girl. I done said Papa John's seafood. I done said Bubba Gump, girl. I went through all the seafood chains and pizza chains, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's done. It's done. They done went to the beach. Teresa done got the beach, and everybody should be good now. I mean, they went to the beach. Teresa apologized. Did Teresa take the thing down talking about she was pissed? Maybe that may help. Take the little thing down, Teresa, about you being pissed. That may help you out. I mean, let's try to get some peace. Let's try to end this thing, in a diplomatic manner. Yeah, So, ooh, Lord, I gotta go get some gas. Mm. Somebody said, I think MU pissed. She got Tracy checking and getting in the way of her. Messy vlogs. The lady said she been sober, so I can only believe what people tell me. I think this is what I really think. I think MU is very regimented with her schedule. I think MU is extremely, extremely regimented with her schedule. And anything that takes her off her schedule takes her off mentally. It messes up her mental game because she's so regimented of what she's gonna do, when, what, and where. And Tracy is like, girl, let's go here. Tracy is like an impromptu person. Tracy is very impromptu. I can do this and we can go do this. So Tracy is like, spur of the moment, let's do this. And that might mess up MU's mental status. You know, not saying she gonna go crazy, but it throws her off. And that may have a lot to do with her sobriety, that she has a lot of things to do, that she fills her time with a lot of things. So I think that you have somebody who is like very impromptu, very let's do it, it'd be a spur of the moment thing. And then you have somebody who has to have things planned out meticulously. And if they don't do it, it bothers them. And I think that's what we're seeing. MU said she's very zen. Tracy ain't zen. And what I mean by that is, you know, some people in California are very, very, you know, cool and calm, but people on the East Coast ain't our ministry. So I think we're seeing the clash of two people. They do good on YouTube, but you got to really meet these people in real life, and it's a different thing. And I don't think some people are ready for that. So Misunderstood said, even after you get off the phone, she's live right now. So Misunderstood girl, just check, oh girl, it's not right. I'm telling you my response as a result of hers publicly. MU girl, look, MU. I would just stop the talking about it. I think that you did what you could do. Tracy has said that you're not a bad host. I just think that you all do things a little differently. And I think I think somebody needs to just breathe and let things happen the way they're going to happen and deal with it later on. I think that's going to be the best thing, because what's going to happen, and this is going to get really escalated, and it's going to be bigger than what it really is. And I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to get really big. So Misunderstood, you know what? If you really about peace, and if you really about that Zen life, then be about the Zen life. And I'm not saying that you're weak. It doesn't mean you're weak because you don't respond. It means that you really want peace. So I wouldn't try to explain anymore. I think you already know what's going on. Well, it's snowballing, but it's going to get worse. I'm not team anybody. I'm team, I hope they get it together. I'm team that, you know, I'm going to tell you that people love this. People are loving this. People are loving that Tracy and Misunderstood got together. They started off well. So this is what people going to say. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is what people going to say. People going to look at Tracy's situation in California, and they're going to say, it seems like Tracy always do well, but then as time goes on, all mess hit the fan. I'm going to hear people say that. But then you're going to hear people say, well, you know, Misunderstood does this all the time, and she ain't the only person who done had a problem with people coming to visit her. So either way, you're going to hear all of this, and I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but see, this is the downfall. And this is why I would hope that you all get it together, because people, whoever, if you don't like Tracy, you got something to say about Tracy and why Tracy is wrong. If you don't like MU, you got something to say about MU and why MU is wrong. And I wish content creators would see some of this stuff and say, you know what? I ain't gonna give it to them. I ain't gonna give it to them. And this can be resolved. And anything can be resolved, but I think that it gets deep when you keep on poking the bear. And I think somebody has to be big enough to just say, you know what, I'm gonna step back from this. And you know what? You right, girl, you right. Whatever you say, you right, sis. I mean, and you know you in the right. You know that you know you feeling how you feeling, but I think somebody just gotta step away and be the bigger person. So let me see what Misunderstood done said here. You guys are not going to act like I did something. Well, Misunderstood, you know what? You know what you did. See, that's the whole thing. And you can't worry about what other people think. You got to just know what you've done. You know, you can't be worried about these people on YouTube. You give them too much power. Well, you know what, MU, let me say this. Can I say that MU and Tracy both said that they had some issues? I just think now that I think Tracy was like, well, what do I have to do to make it right? So, MU, since you're here, what does Tracy have to do to make it right? I mean, I'm asking you, what does Tracy have to do to make it right? It seems like Tracy thinks that she has to do extra stuff to make it right. What is the apology not enough? Do you want a more? Is the apology not enough? I mean, I'm just asking because it seems like she said, I'm doing all I can. What else can I do? That's what I'm getting. And this is the Misunderstood. I'm reading y'all comments. Well, let me say this, MU. No one is gonna 100% agree with you. I'm just saying that right now. If you are looking for people to agree with you, or it's not gonna happen because people don't like you and people don't like Tracy. And some people gonna think you dead wrong. But my thing is, I'm asking you the question: what is it gonna take for Tracy to satisfy? She said she's apologized already. She said, you know, what does she need? So MU, if you hear, I'm gonna put the because I stopped now, but I'm gonna put the thing down. I mean, what do you want from Tracy? What would make this right? What would make this right, sis? What's gonna make this right? What's gonna make this right? Well, I don't even think the Lady Snoop thing is an issue. I don't really think it's a Lady Snoop issue anymore because MU already said, well, I did not want to do that. I don't think it was really smart thing to do. Tracy apologized because maybe she had a real awakening to say, hey, yeah, I may not need to do that. I'm in California. I may not need to do that. Okay. So she apologized. That's a done deal. That's a done deal. Okay. You said that that was a Lady Snoop. Snoop Tracy said she's good with that now. So MU, what is it going to take for you and Tracy to be okay? What is Tracy going to need to do to make it okay? Because Tracy seems like she's frustrated because she said, I apologize. What else am I going to need to do? And I'm asking you in all honesty and being earnest, what is it? What she's got to do? I'm just asking. Cruiser said it's okay to still feel a way about it, but you have to find a way to deal with the feelings and make a choice to move forward. Again, I think it's hurt is hurt. You're right, Miss Cruiser. Hurt is hurt. What I'm not trying to tell you to do is deny your feelings and deny how you feel. I am definitely not telling you to do that. What's up, Vita?
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Can
go
you hear
ahead.
me?
You all.
Good afternoon. I'm just so sick of the back and forth from yesterday. What's the problem today?
Well, it just seems like some things are happening. Hold on, Vita. I want to hear from Misunderstood. So hold on for a minute. Misunderstood. What is it going to take to really make this right? Because and I agree with Miss Cruiser. You have every right to feel the way you feel. I don't think anyone can deny your feelings. But I heard Tracy say, "Well, what can I do? I've apologized. I've done all of this stuff. Well, what can I do?" So my question is, what is it going to take?
Like, okay, like right now, I just got off. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm using my AirPod as I get my
I
sundress.
can hear you. I can hear you.
Like, we just had you can't tell somebody what to feel like. And that post, she can say whatever she wants, and these people are telling her whatever, but you cannot tell me that the responses I got after she posted that post, I'm just supposed to forget about that because it wasn't that just a post under it. When you say all I want to do is go to the beach, no one can, and they're saying, oh well, she didn't say your name. Oh, come on, I'm not stupid, and other people
Okay.
aren't either.
So
Obviously it set off
misunderstood.
a chain of it. But what has
But
me upset right now is we just spoke, and this is her trip. So if I'm saying, okay, the stuff that we all wanted to do, I planned that, but then she made it seem like, oh, I was making a trip about me. So I'm like, what do you want to do? So for her to go live, my lives are in response to her live streams. Her, even after she posted that, I called her first. And then when I called her, she went live about it. I responded only to the post, and she brought up all this other stuff like I was doing something to her. The post is why it's all public, not me. And now she's live, and I'm like, when she's like, okay, well, I did
it's
this. What
supposed
more can I
it's
do? We
supposed
just spoke on it. We just spoke about it on the phone. So when you're hosting this panel now, like we didn't just speak, you're wanting people to think I'm doing like, oh, I've tried my best. She's being unreasonable, and I don't appreciate it.
so did you accept her apology? Are you good with the apology? Did you all
No,
move on?
because she keeps saying, I'm sorry if you're upset. And that's not an apology.
So you
I didn't hear
want an
anything about
apology.
the post being removed. No, I don't care because she's not gonna understand. I don't care. But then to go live like I did all I could do. I'm doing all this for you. Trying to make
So
it seem like I'm
what you're saying is I don't want to hear that, if I made you. No, I want an apology to say, hey, you know what? I could have used better judgment before I put this post out. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I'm gonna take it down. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That would
Yeah,
have been
and stop
better.
telling me that I was wrong because the post could have meant anything. Like other people are telling me. Because we all know good and damn well it didn't just mean anything. When she went live, she made it clear what she thought. And you can't tell me, we all know, okay, would she have posted that if she was in Texas at home? No. So stop playing with me, not you.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm gonna say, misunderstood. No one can take how you feel, but you know what you've done. And you have to rest in that hey, I did the right thing. I really did the right thing. I think that you've been heard. I think that you said, hey, I tried to do everything possible. I'm not a bad host. I had my responsibility in this. I did hear you say that, hey, I'm not gonna go to Lady Snoop. I ain't gonna do that. I changed my mind. I know I said I would do it, but I changed my mind. I get it. I get it. So I understand with that. I think really misunderstood. What you're gonna have to do is go to the mountains, walk, stay off of YouTube for a minute, Um, yeah, you all are still keeping the dialogue, which is good. And just let them know, hey, sis, I don't have no issue. I'm hurt because I don't feel like the apology was acceptable. I felt like you using this if situation. It's not an if. You did this situation, and that situation made me upset. But I'm not going to do this anymore because the more we do this, the worse it's going to become. And I don't want to say anything that I can't come back from or do anything that I can't come back from. But if you are about the Zen life, I think you're gonna have to really just step away.
Well,
Misunderstood.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't care what the hell people think or how they feel. But I'm like, even, when you're going live and you're like, oh, I tried to do this, I tried to do that. You know good and damn well what you're doing. I'm not playing these games with people. I don't give a damn that Paulette's like she's through with me. I don't care. I don't live for anybody else. All these things, it's like, all I did was try to be a friend. And
Well, I'm gonna say this,
we had
misunderstood.
no plans on spending the day on Sunday, except for what she wanted to do in that situation. We didn't
I
have
got
any
you.
plans to spend the day together. So now she got all these people talking crap because that's what it is. And she can't say, oh, well, people are gonna feel what they want to feel. You would have
Well, let me
tried something.
let me say this to you, misunderstood. If you want to put the fire out, close the oven door. And as long as you have ZX and Sir King and those guys who don't like Tracy, and they have a right, and I'm not saying they're bad people, but I'm just telling you the obvious,
She
then
has
that's
Kwani up there. Kwani don't like me, but she can't.
but that's the thing. That's the deal. That's the deal. You close the door. You can't fight with somebody who ain't fighting with you. So my thing is, as long as you all go tit for tat, it's going to it's gonna escalate. I done seen you all get together, seemed like it was gonna be good. Y'all worked it out, and now it's tit for tat. And my thing is, if you about that Zen life, which I think you are, it seems like to me, misunderstood. It seems like you are very meticulous with your time. You are doing your sobriety thing, and filling your time keeps you not idle. And it seems like you got things planned. And it seems like Tracy is spur of the moment, let's do some things. And that may not be your style. And I think that you all are learning each other. I think that, but you got to realize that and step back. And again, you may be in a different space, in a different head space. So my thing is, don't put the gasoline on the fire. Close the oven door. Let her do what she needs to do, but guard your peace. Don't worry about these people. And if you really are friends, or if you all really want to continue the friendship, I would say step away so you can maintain it. Because if you go tit for tat, it ain't gonna be maintained. Unless you all really don't want to be friends anymore, or y'all want to be enemies of
I
each other.
thought we were in a good space. I thought that we spoke. Sorry, I'm packing up my son as we get ready to go out. I thought that we were in a good space. I thought that we had spoken, and I told her how I felt, why, but okay, get some socks out your drawer. I told him, sorry. I told her why I felt that way, and I made it clear. I'm like, listen, I love you. I don't love the responses that I'm getting as a result of this, because these are the reasons why I did what I did. And I spoke and I said, like, you could tell me to ignore stuff, but I'm the one that's getting dragged because of your message. No one told you to post that. No, and then to leave it up. It's like, we spoke about it and she could say whatever, but it's kind of like, I am nice, but, and I just didn't like that. So it's cool. I'm gonna go out and take her out right now.
But I think you need, let me say this. I challenge you to stay off of YouTube talking about this situation. Not to say you can't get on YouTube, but don't let people pull you back here. And if you all are really friends, you want to keep it intact. The more you poke and jab and go tit for tat, somebody's gonna say something that they're going to regret or they're not going to be able to come back from. And like
Okay.
I said earlier, misunderstood. People are rooting for this baby. They want y'all to tear each other's hair out. They want y'all to scrap. They want you all to fight. And you have to realize, misunderstood. People who like Tracy are gonna say, "Well, she pulls this with everybody who comes to visit her." And people who like you are gonna say, "Well, it seems like every time Tracy go to California." And stuff happens. So you're getting it both ways. And I don't think it benefits either one of you all. And fighting is easy, but peace and trying to work it out, that's grown people stuff. And I think you grown people. I think Tracy is a grown person. I just think that this YouTube adds an element that if you all weren't on YouTube, you wouldn't have. If you all weren't, now I want you to answer this question really. If you two weren't on YouTube and had this situation, do you think it would be resolved already? If
I
this wasn't
I
for
know
YouTube?
it would. I know it would have been.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. You know that YouTube adds another element to it. So when I tell you all to take care of this off of YouTube and try to resolve the situation, come together and leave it alone, that's what you all really should do. But YouTube is not going to allow you that peace. Now, you just said if we were not on YouTube, this would have been resolved. So y'all get off of YouTube and resolve it like grown people.
Okay.
Because I believe if you all weren't on YouTube, this would be resolved as well. Because you're both reasonable people.
We just got off the phone, and then she fires up this stream
Well,
telling people about, oh well, she said this, she said that, or whatever it was
work
she
for
said
people.
during her stream.
Look, Miss MU, you about that Zen life. Work for peace. Fight for it.
Okay.
And at least, and let me say this, and if it doesn't work out, what you can say is I did everything possible to really be peaceful about this situation. I've done everything possible to make it right. I'm feeling some kind of way, and I know how I'm feeling, and I'm not going to deny it, but it's done. It's done.
Okay.
It's out there. It's happened. That's yesterday. God gives us new grace every morning. I'm going to give people new grace. And that's what you got to do. Because if not, you're not going to keep your peace, sis. And so, and again, these people will tear it up. They'll tear it up. They want y'all to tear it up. So again, I done fought with both of you all. But this is a new season, MU. It's a new season. And somebody, people should get tired of fighting. It should be a point where I ain't gonna even fight with you. I'm gonna let you fight by yourself. Say what you want, but I'm not gonna fight with you. And I'm still gonna love you, even though I may not agree with everything you've done. But I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Hold your peace. And again, hopefully you all can resolve this. But as long as you all continue to go tit for tat, panel to panel, have panels, then it's gonna escalate. Something so small now has taken a life of its own, and it shouldn't really take life of its own. So
Right.
I'm getting ready to go on in here because I got to make some copies. But I hope you all, MU, just back off. Just back off. Just breathe. Just reflect, and just move how you need to move.
Okay.
And that's all you can do. But if you look at these comments and these people, they'll piss you off. I'm telling you. So I'm telling you, you need to just step back. And if you zen, be zen. But you need to know though that it's one thing talking to people on the phone and YouTube. It's a whole nother thing to meet them in person. And sometimes we have an expectation because we really don't know. It's just like a honeymoon phase. Friendship is just like relationship. So think of it that way. And
All right,
I
Jimmy.
just hope it works out for you. I'm just sorry that y'all going through all of this stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's going to, I think it'll stop when somebody just got to stop. I just think somebody
Okay.
just need to say, you know what, done. And you win. It is all good, and I think
Okay.
you'll be fine. But that's
Fair
all I
enough.
have to say.
Thank you,
Anything,
Jay Wilson.
any last minute comments before you leave out?
Yeah, I'm just okay. So I want to say this. I my feelings are about the post and how it started a chain of events with with people publicly saying things as a result of that post. They want to focus on me going live. I tried calling her and it was in response to that. But I'm gonna go out, pick her up right now. We're gonna go to this restaurant that we both talked about and play some games and stuff, and then we'll talk. And
And
like what
stay
I'm
off
saying is,
of
I'm hurt,
YouTube.
but I'm working it out with
Stay
her.
off of YouTube. See, it seems like
Okay.
you really take things to heart. And
Mhm.
you know, beyond on YouTube, now you know I don't think there's no friends on YouTube. I think we just subcontractors. That's my opinion.
I
However,
think
if
we
this
could be friends on YouTube because I feel
on
I'm gonna
you
pick her up right
okay,
now and just
so
hope for the
so if you're
best.
gonna be friends on YouTube, then you need to keep certain things off of YouTube because
Okay.
certain people on YouTube will not allow you to be friends. So I
Thank you, Jay
think that
Wilson. I'm gonna.
when you and Tracy go out to eat, y'all need to go out to eat without any cameras and all of this stuff. And you all need to really come up with a plan to say, okay, Tracy, let's make an agreement. Let's do XYZ. Let's do this. And let's make an agreement not to hurt and harm each other. I don't want to see you hurt and angry, and I'm sure you don't want to see me hurt and angry. Let's do something together and then let it go, because if you don't give the people anything, they won't have anything to deal with. Now I think it's really big of you, and I think it's really big of her, that you all can still meet and go out to eat. That's big. That's hope. But I think you all really need to have a serious talk and work this stuff out, and then come to some agreement that you all could come and do. Let me tell y'all something. They ain't taking over my cruise. I don't have that energy for Tracy.
No.
I don't have that energy for MU. I'm coming on my cruise to have a good time. Like I said, life is too short to be dealing with all of this foolishness. I am glad they're coming because, again, maybe we can do something together. I'm not mad at Tracy. I'm not mad at MU. I'm not mad at anybody. Their cruise is their cruise, and they're gonna deal with what they gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm sure we're gonna intersect and pass, and we may even do some things. But right now, I want them to make it to the cruise. That's what I want to
Oh
do. I
yes.
want them to make it to the cruise. So in order to do that, I think MU and Tracy just needs to go somewhere by themselves, hash this out, come to some kind of agreement, say, girl, I don't want you hurt. I don't want you to hurt me. Let's do something so we don't hurt each other. And I think that'll work out. I think it'll work out, MU. Just keep a positive outlook. And let me say this, MU. People say stuff. We're not perfect. We are flawed individuals. Everybody is flawed. I don't care how perfect they try to be. And sometimes people don't think long term. People think in emotions sometimes, and you have to realize to see that in yourself and see that in other people. Give yourself grace, give the other person grace. Y'all get through it, and hopefully you all really get through it, and be honest about how you feel, and be honest about, hey, Tracy, this will really help me. You're asking me, what can you do for me? Well, I'm a good host, Tracy, and your post was hurtful. So let's start with that. That may help me out. I mean, but be honest. Don't be passive aggressive about it. Just tell
Okay.
her how you really feel, and just try to work that out. And that's I'm really being honest right now, because it's easy to fight. It's easy to do that. But I'm hopeful because you all are going out to eat, and that's a
Yes,
good
we
thing.
are. Yes,
So
we are. Thank you,
that
Jay
that
Wilson.
that's the whole thing. Look, don't let these people email you, text you, telling you stuff. If you didn't hear from Tracy, then don't believe it. And if Tracy didn't hear from you, don't believe it. Because I done seen people go on your live, go to hers, and lie about what you were doing. So that should tell you right there that people don't want you all to do well. So if you didn't hear from me, and if you are concerned about it, give me a call. Or if I'm concerned about it, I'm gonna call you. Just come up with some grown people stuff. So yeah,
Okay. Thank
I,
you, Jay.
I
Listen,
hope
let
it
me hop.
works out. I hope it works out between you two.
I do too. I'm gonna hop down. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah, and calm down, girl. You be getting all hype. You be getting all like, girl, it ain't that serious. That's your friend. She in California. The thing is, you got access to her. So talk to her and y'all have a conversation without these other people. Y'all don't need other people in your conversation.
All right, I'm on my way there right now. Wish
All
us
right.
luck.
Well, hopefully it works out for y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Y'all, let's pray for them. I hope it works out. I hope it works out, and I just hope it works out. Baby, Lent has really helped me in the spirit. Baby, fasting and praying and being reflective will help you look at you so you can help others. But first of all, you got to look at you. Oh my God. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his way. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make a world a better place, just look at yourself and make that change. Y'all see that? That I did that elevation. I did that change. Yes, yes, sir. Woo. Mm. So anyway, y'all, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Tara. But look, y'all, I gotta go because World News Tonight coming on at 5:30, and I gotta be somewhere. So I will talk to y'all later. Peace and love, and we'll see what happens.